Yes, guys, welcome to SFeatleyTV, SFeatley F1, sorry. And I always get that mixed up. But we're live this morning. It's early morning here, and yeah, we're here for qualifying watch-along for the Australian Grand Prix with its new track layout. I'm going to do, sorry I didn't get to do the preview, but I'm going to do a quick preview for you into this Grand Prix. Uh, just gonna quickly send this to you out. Bang. Alright. So make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button. Big up everyone that's watching already. I know it's very early in the morning in the UK. So anyone that is up in the UK at this time, I want to big up yourself. There's people that are doing it, and it's about 3 in the morning. So there you go. Such is the passion and love we have for this sport. We will watch it no matter where it is and what it is, so, and where it is and when it is. So there we go. But yeah. So a quick preview. If you look at the circuit map, if I take away the I stand to read Ukraine's badge, we got it there. If you look at the top of the circuit, so as it goes round in a circle around the lake, because it's built around, it's built on roads. It's a road circuit, and it's built along. It goes along the Albert Park lake, and the most interesting part is first off is so you've got the bottom, the very bottom straight. Then you've got 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. Now turns 9, where it was turn 9 is no more. There is no turn 9. There is technically a turn 9, but it's not. It's classed as not even a fucking corner. It's like a curved straight. It's completely flat from turn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For turn 7, from turn 6 and 7 chicane, it is flat all the way to turn 11 and 12, whereas the double fast left hand, where it's the fast left hander and right hander. And then we've had the widening of profiling of turn 12. Yeah, turn 12. 13, sorry, my bad. Plus also, I think also in turn 6 and 7, that's the inside of the curb has been reprofiled to give drivers a more easier way to cut in. It's been, whereas before the curb had stuck out a bit, now it's more bending round with the barriers. The barriers are a little bit closer as well, which means less margin of error, which is always good, because these are the best drivers in the world, right? And if you make mistakes, you should deserve to, like, you should be punished. Like back in the days, you used to have gravel traps, and I actually think gravel traps and that. And I actually ask people in the chat, LF1 fans that are in the chat, would my, and I'm gonna put it in the poll. I'm gonna poll section of this. So let me just quickly switch. Cancel. By the way, we are 10 away from our first 100. We are 10 away from our first 100. Please, please, if you know anyone that loves Formula One, please get them to subscribe right now. Please, please do. It really means the world to us. And I'll be so happy if we can get that this weekend. Because again, this channel does it does exactly what SFeatleyTV does. It supports Children's Liver Disease Foundation as well. Hence why it's got its logo next to the Rise logo and Nice Down Ukraine logo. Yeah, so do you prefer runoff areas on the edge of corners or gravel tracks to punish drivers for mistakes? Type that in there. Now, another thing as well, they've also got this. Another thing they've got as well is the. Actually, it's just about to start in a minute. So, yeah. The other thing as well is that they've got, for the first time, there are 4 DRS zones. 4 DRS zones. 4 of them, right? So we've got the DRS zone on the main straight, which is right at the bottom. Then as soon as after the first 2 corners you can see is another DRS zone. Then where there's now no turn 9 because it's completely flat, that's now a DRS zone. And then as you come out of turn 11, come out of turns 10 and 11, 11 and 12, sorry, the fast left-hander, right-hander, there's another DRS zone to turn 13. So there's now 4 DRS zones to try and aid overtaking, because Albert Park has always used to be a very difficult place to overtake. It's how Hamilton lost 2 Grand Prix, getting stuck behind Max Verstappen in 2017, which gave Vettel the chance to pit and do the overcut and get ahead. And also, I think, but to be fair, 2018 was more down to safety car, to be honest, virtual safety cars and that. So, but still, right? I'm going to quickly show you a picture so you can see it a bit clearer for you. Right. These are, so here's, if you can see here, right? This is all the things they've done to this circuit. So they've widened the corner a little bit by 7.5 meters, like I said, bringing it closer to the barrier so you get a better flow into the corner, right? Same with turn 15, they've done that as well with 3.5 meters a little bit. Widening the corner also here and here, just to help bring a bit of better flow to the circuit, right? Because usually circuits that flow very well usually do end up being very, like, not going really fast. They were planning to do that. Don't forget, this was planned for last year, but because of obviously COVID and stuff, they couldn't do it. Now they were moved, as you can see here. Look, 6 and 7, and you've got 8, which is flat. There's turn 9, so that's the original turn 9, which was, if I'm not mistaken, there'd usually be a picture of something up there. Where is it? Where is it? I'll drop the link in the chat in a minute as well. That's funny. Never seem to had that problem. Usually find one. Ah, see here. That's the original turn 9 here. That's the original turn 9. Now, this is the new turn 9. Right? So, if you can see, so there you go, there's a better understanding of it. This is what they've done. It's completely straightened it. So it looks like it never existed. Right? And also, if I'm not mistaken, if we go back to here, sorry, if we go back to this one, all these other little areas just help bring it a better flow to the circuit. Then also you've got DRS zones from turn 8. It's completely straight. That is still straight enough to have the DRS zone, even though it's curved, because you're not applying so much rear. You don't need so much rear downforce to get around there. Come out of turn 12, DRS zone is there. DRS zone on the main straight, and also after turn 2. So turn 12 to the DRS zone between 12 and 13, right? 16 to 1, which is the main straight, and then 2 to 3 were the original DRS zones. So there's just the extra added DRS zone from turn 8 onwards. Is it too much? Will it actually benefit in the long run? We don't know. I'd love to see if it does or if not. So, but yeah, make sure you do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button as well. It'd be really appreciated. And yeah, the car just started going out, so I'm just going to get the timer. Let me get the timer out. So here we go, as cars make their way around. Fuck's it. Right, there you go. That should work. Right, let me see if I can get this up. Let me see if I can get this up. It should work. There you go. Right, there you go. So, there we go. Cheers, mug of tea. Mug of tea. Not a mug of tea in the morning to watch this. So, Caue coming out of turn 2. DRS zone active. Powers his way down to turn 3. Right, probably 3rd gear. Coming out of there. Clear flipper gear to 4th. Then flat through turn 5. Accelerating to the new profile of turn 7, 6, and 7. Then it's flat all the way to turn 8, turn 9, turn 10. Right, look at the porpoising on that car, and yet he's still managing to get the time. This is amazing. How is it they're managing the? You can see how much porpoising even on the onboard cam because of how much he's shaking in the car, how much he's bouncing up and down. Yet he's still getting the lap time. I'll tell you what, putting up with that for 58 laps is going to be annoying. Then comes out the last turn, DRX at the powers to the line. It will be a 119.3. Obviously, there are going to be new track records because obviously of there was going to be a yellow flag, but it's now gone green. But obviously, there's going to be new track records because you've taken out turn 9, right? So it's a lot faster now. I was always a pain in the arse at second to last corner. I'm glad they won it. I'll come out of there. No, it's going to power to the line. It's a 19.7, sorry, for Lando Norris. That puts him second. Right, 3/10 off. That's not bad luck, actually, by Lando Norris. There's pretty good luck. Here comes Max Verstappen on a flyer coming out of turn 5. He'll power his way to turn 6 and 7. It's so fast flowing into there. Look at the amount of speed, because he's just by reprofiling that corner just a little bit, you see how much more speed the cars can carry into that corner because it was just by reprofiling that little bit, right? Because they can hug the car much closer to the wall, which means they have a wider exit to be able to carry more speed out of the exit. Max Verstappen straight into turn 13. 14 is flat, should be. 15, he's not as fast as the Ferraris, though. Perez has gone fastest in sector 2, though. Say that. Science has just gone fastest on a 191. Perez is fastest in the second sector. Third fastest for Verstappen. Perez, what's it going to be? It's 119.3. So very evenly matched these Red Bulls and Ferraris. Like, oh, the show I was going to do, the paddock gossip, I originally thought there was going to be upgrades for Nicholas Latifi. What you doing? Mate, the guy, just do us a favour. Just do us a favour, mate. Just retire. Just give it up. Like, you already fucked one championship. You've helped fuck one championship up. Just leave it, man. But again, though, like, we've come to Australia. Hello, there's another yellow flag. What's happening there? Guan Yu Zhou, no, Valtteri Bottas, sorry, moving very slowly. But as I was saying, is that very slow. He might be just getting prepared for a lap. In fact, he is actually. Yeah, he is. So, as I was saying, is that these cars are. No, what was it? What was it? Is that Mercedes? I thought they were bringing upgrades to Australia this weekend. That's what the rumours were. But it turns out Red Bull have bought upgrades, Ferrari have bought upgrades. Nearly everyone's bought upgrades apart from one team, Mercedes. You've got teams who have got less money down the lower end of the grid that have bought fucking upgrades, right? What are they doing? Are they just sitting on their ass with their finger up their ass saying, oh, everything's all rosy in Mercedes garden? You're behind. You've got no time to sit there, right? Because the more they start upgrading, they've already lost 7 kilos, another 7 kilos with their upgrades, Red Bull. So they're now 7 kilos lighter, which means they're going to be faster, right? Are you not realizing the more you take your time, the more they stretch away with their upgrades? Because Red Bull's upgrades are relentless. So is Ferrari's because of the amount of money they earn, right? They're not going to catch up to Red Bull or Ferrari if they do not start now, right? I don't care, right, if they want to take their time and get the fucking plan right, right? I actually think what's happened is they've been caught out by knowing how far they're behind. They don't realise how far they actually are behind, and it's caught them out, and their plan's gone to shit. Right? But it doesn't matter. You've got to catch up. That means you've got to produce more upgrades than the guys in front of you. Right? Because don't forget, they're going to be improving as well. Right? And if you look at the times, there's no, after the first two races, there's now not a lot of gap between first to fourth. There's no little gap from fourth to fifth where Mercedes usually are. They've still not set a time yet. What the fuck's going on here? They haven't set a time yet. So Norris has improved again to a fourth and 1:19.2. I actually might think if they're going to produce that sort of lap time, I've got a feeling that they'll be. And actually, the one that Martin Bundles mentioned it in FP2, the one he says it's the handful is the Mercedes, which has been weird because Mercedes have always been usually dominant at Albert Park. Since 2014, they've been mostly dominant at Albert Park in terms of, especially in qualifying. But it shows what all these rule changes can do. And if they don't get a grip, they will see the end of their dominance. Simple as that. Right, so he's 3/10 off on Tsunoda. Well, yeah, well, Tsunoda's 15th. You should be up. Only 3/10. 3/10. You're only 3/10 above 15th. I know it's the first sector, but for fuck's sake, man. Oh my god. It's holy hell. How the hell is Hamilton managing to spot the apex doing that? That was worse than the Caue. That porpoising was so much. Oh no, he's made a mistake. Oh my god, that car's a piece of shit. That car's a piece of shit. That car will not win a Grand Prix at this rate. Not one. Unless all the top 4 drivers get eliminated. 10th. Fucking 10th. Fucking 10th. You lot take your fucking time and not upgrading this car. Because you lot have got all the time in the world, ain't ya? This is a joke. 10th and 11th now. 10th and 11th. So we're going to struggle to get out of Q2 at this rate. Are you taking the motherfucking piss? I'm getting really fucked off with fucking Mercedes now. You ain't got time! You haven't got time to sit there and start saying, oh, we need to plan the upgrades and this, that, and the other. You haven't got the time now. That's the price of being behind. You now need to put the money down and fucking invest in this car. Otherwise, I might as well just say, bye, I'm missing you already and retire now. Because you're not going to give him the car to win. Right? You want Hamilton to go and win that 8th title. How the fuck's he going to do it with this? The car's a piece of shit. It honestly is. It's absolutely atrocious. Jesus Christ. Do you know what? How these drivers manage to pick their braking points with all that porpoising, all that bouncing up and down. How they manage to spot their braking point, brake, and also be able to spot their apex is fucking incredible. It's what makes them the best drivers on the planet. Turn 1 incident, Tsunoda and Hamilton noted. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So Stroll's coming out for another lap. Haas struggling a bit this weekend. They're on the bubble of the drop zone. Is it probably because people are upgrading quickly? This is why I wanted Hamilton to win last year so badly. Because you just didn't know what was going to happen this season. And and on that day, he fucking deserved it. On the day, he deserved it. Because he outbeat him fair and square. Right. He's now gone 8th fastest, Hamilton. I tell you what, he gets a win out of this car this season, the way it is at the minute, it'll be a fucking miracle. But if anyone could work a miracle out of a shit car, it's Lewis Hamilton. People love to sit there and go on about he's always had the best car. 2009, 2011, 2010. Right, the Red Bulls and Ferraris were fast in 2010. 2011, Red Bulls were so dominant. 2013, Mercedes was nowhere near it, but he managed to win a Grand Prix in that. Right, it's only since 2014 has he had a now much quicker car to be able to do this, what he's been able to do. But you've got this whole notion is that, oh, he's had the best car. Well, let these people that are obviously Hamilton haters, right? Let me let you into a little secret, right? Oh, it's a big accident. Big accident. Nicholas Latifi again. Red flag. Red flag. Jesus Christ. He's nearly put it in the barriers early in the session, and now he's proper stuck it in the barriers with 2 minutes to go. What the this guy, mate, why are Williams still employing him? You got Piastri. Why can't you line Piastri from Alpine? Piastri must be looking at him saying, I could do better than him. Honestly. Oh, hello. Lance Stroll's out. Broken suspension. So what's happened here? Oh, my days. What the fuck are them two playing at? So, Stroll's... The Tiffy's let him through. Then the Tiffy's decided to speed up. And then Stroll's just cut across his path. Well, if you're not on a flying lap, Stroll, why are you cutting across him? What was all that about? Well, if you wanted to be in front of Latifi, why'd you let him through? Oh, I've got to stop that. I've got to stop that. I've got to stop that, didn't I? They're going to take a very dim view of this. I'm sorry, that's fucking a joke. What the fuck are them two playing at? Right? If you didn't want him in front, Latifi, why'd you let him through? Right? And then Stroll, if you really didn't want him to get past, why'd you slow down? And then cut across his path? Right? You know, like, hang on a minute. You know he's only got one place to go. You're on the left-hand side of the circuit. So that means Latifi, if he's going to get past you, is only going to go in one place. And that's to the right-hand side. So if you really want him to stay behind you, why do you then slow down and then come across to the right? Knowing that the only way to get he was going to get past was down the right-hand side. That is a joke. Both of them should be punished. Both of them. Right? Should have the fucking book thrown at them. Or something even heavier than that. Honestly. Oh, if I was the team principal, I'd be fucking fuming. If I was the team principal of Williams or Aston Martin, right? If they came back to the pits and started giving their bullshit about, oh, I didn't know what he was doing, I was like, shut the fuck up, mate. Why the fuck you slow down then? Right? You were being a prick. They were being a prick. That's basically what they were doing. Two people that people say shouldn't be in F1. And I make them right. I make them right. But you're not going to get Stroll out of that. Stroll's got probably the most secure seat in Formula One because his dad owns the fucking company. His dad owns the fucking company of Aston Martin, so he ain't going to drop his son, is he? He's not. He's... Right, so Latifi gets out the way, right? And then, so Stroll comes through, and then then he slows down. He then slows down so that, look, watch. So he's decided to let him go past him and then slow down. And then for good measure, come across him. Didn't you check your fucking mirrors? There's no porpoising to fucking see that there was at that point to see that it was obviously it was gonna come from the right hand side. If you slow down. Honestly, the bunch of them, a pair of dicks. Honestly. Pissing around. I'm sorry. All I want to hear out of their team principals, right, is that they're both to blame. Right? He was being a dick. He was being a dick. That's an end of it. Right? Honestly, I'd say it and I'd say it on to the cameras right now. I would say it to him. If team principal talked about it afterwards to the press, I'd lay into him and said, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. Do you know what? Right? It's so tempting that one of those fans, if I was one of those fans, is like, why are you waving your hands around, man? Right? You went past him and then slowed down, right? So, like, if you wanted to stay in front, why'd you slow down? Honestly. Well, I'll give you the current order, actually. That's a good thing. That's another thing. I'm going to give you the current order whilst we're here. Whilst we're here, So take that down for a minute. Live timing. So here's the current order as it stands. So Verstappen in pole position at the minute, but obviously these get deleted after the first qualifying. This is just to get through his Q1. Then you've got Perez, Leclerc, Sainz, Alonso, Bottas, Norris, Hamilton, Russell, Ocon, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Gasly, Zhou, Schumacher, Albon, Magnussen, Latifi, Stroll, and then Vettel. See, and then he turns further in as soon as he's coming. I think Stroll's more to blame on that one than Latifi. But that's a fucking joke. Hope the FIA punish them severely for such a stupid action. Right, so there's going to be a mad rush to get out of the pits here. Right. Still waiting. Come on. Red flag. Still waiting. Come on. Oh, restarts in a minute and 30 seconds. Right, so there's that was the timing screens for you. Let's have a look. One minute. Oh. Make sure you do hit the like and subscribe, please. It's really important you do so. Right, especially hit the subscribe button. We're 10 away from 100, so please help us get there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Go, 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 go. Right. It shouldn't take it, they should have plenty in hand to get a lap in. These guys. So Hamilton's gonna get another shot at it. Right, here we go. Oh, they're all fighting over the same piece of tarmac here. With 38 seconds, 7 seconds. Shouldn't be too bad because the following of other cars ain't that bad anymore. So they won't need so much space. It goes Ricardo. Oh, and Mercedes haven't got there. Mercedes didn't get there in time. They released them too late. So they better hope if they get knocked out, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it with it. If either Hamilton or Russell get knocked out of this session, I'm gonna go fucking loopy. Right, it's coming down to turn 13 now. Flick the car in. I'm gonna drop the link actually in the chat. I think they're going to get away with it, to be honest. Yeah, they have. They've got away with it. So, we have lost out of... Let's have a look at the live timing after that session. I'm not going to bother the timing this time. Live timing. So, if we look at the bottom 5 that have gone out, Mick Schumacher is through just. So, it's Albon, Magnussen, Vettel, Latifi, and Stroll. Right? Those are the drivers that are out so far. Let me have a look and time that up. Stroll 19th. 19th would be I hope they get serious penalty points for that accident. Because that is ridiculous. Because you can't really punish them too much because they're at the back of the grid. Magnus, the Haas drivers not having a great weekend in Australia. It's a shame because 2019, 2018, well, the last 2 Grand Prix, they were very good in Australia, but they had a problem. Oh no! Albon's car's got failed. He will not take any further part. Yeah, the car's failed. Kevin Magnussen in 16th. Big up to everyone that is watching. Appreciate you all. Do hit the like and subscribe. Those are the drivers that are eliminated so far. How early is this? Well, it's technically 10 hours in front of us or something like that. So that's technically 5:30 for them, right? Which is like the latest that this is the latest they can do it. I know, but Bargav, they can't do it any other time. And actually, to be strictly honest, Right? They should be doing it a bit earlier to give like at least an extra hour of daylight, so we don't have pressurized decisions on trying to get the Grand Prix done or started or run. You know. Yeah, it's like it's unfortunate it's just being in Australia, but it is a good Grand Prix. I don't mind waking up, man. Mate, to be honest, to strictly honest, some people get up like 2 in the morning for an Arsenal game, and I'm like, I wouldn't do that. Nah, I wouldn't do that. So big up to them. Uh, don't forget, we've got this poll as well. Do you prefer runoff areas on the edge of corners or gravel traps to punish drivers for mistakes? So make sure you do answer that first. It really would be helpful. Let me switch to. Yeah, but I'm not getting up. I'm not staying up till 1 a.m. in the morning and then doing a watch along with it. Like not for the way we've been playing. Like over recent times, no way. They haven't given anything for me, and the Arsenal haven't given anything to me in the last 17 years. So, like in terms of fighting for a league, so why should I give anything to them? When all they do is just try and like all they want to do is make sure you spend money on them. So yeah, a tough day for Haas. They've got one driver through Mick Schumacher, but they lost Kevin Magnussen. Not having so much pace this weekend that they had in Saudi Arabia, or they had in Bahrain. Two very different circuits, and obviously because two very different circuits. Why am I saying rest session stopped? What am I doing? Qualifying only. My bad. No, it's Q2 next. We only got through QE1 yet. That's why I'm only putting up. That's why I put up qualifying one drivers eliminated, which I'm now going to take down. So those are the drivers we eliminated so far. Now the times for anyone that's new to F1. Now all the people that have from 15th and above. What happens now is you move into the next stage of qualifying where the bottom five drivers, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, will start in those positions because they've been knocked out of the session. And the other 15 drivers will now go out again and set another lap time and try and get into the top 10. And then the top 10 drivers that get through from this session will get to the last part of the session where they'll get a chance to fight for pole position. So it's like a 3-stage knockout. So, and we lose 5 drivers for each session. So, and all the times that they celebrate that they set in the first part of qualifying, they are deleted. Right? They're deleted. They're not needed. It was just to get through to this session. So for anyone that's new, there you go. So we'll always, man. But yeah, green light, right? Session resumed. So we are go again at Albert Park. Hopefully now the idiots are frigging come off the circuit, so we can actually have people that actually don't make stupid decisions. and not cause accidents. So, here, Matt, I think it's Max Verstappen that's gone out first, I believe. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was Max Verstappen. So, and I might be a little bit behind, but Hamilton trying to get some residual heat in his tyres. That car, really, honestly, Mercedes, do us a favour. Stick some upgrades. I don't care what upgrades they are, just stick some upgrades on this thing. You need to catch Ferrari and Red Bull. The only way you can do that is by developing more upgrades than them, and you're not doing it. Red Bull have already bought upgrades. Red Bull spent more than you last season, and yet they're managing to get more upgrades than you have. So it makes me feel that this Oracle deal has helped them be able to get the funding they're allowed to have to be able to purchase more upgrades. That's how it feels to me, right? It was definitely helped by frigging the FIA on that one. Big up, Luca. So Verstappen kind of sector 2, gone fastest in sector 2, but Perez has gone fastest in sector 1. Still waiting to see what the Ferraris can do. It's off. Fucking boiling. I'm fucking boiling. Oh, there's no more free passwords. Yellow flag, sector 3. Yellow flag, sector 3. Green. So it just might have been a quick mistake by someone. Just got to message someone quickly. Oh, that porpoising on that Mercedes is so bad. Oh, Russell. I think that's the first mistake by George Russell in the Mercedes as well. Excellent recovery. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, yeah. Hopefully we can find Mercedes' performance over the rainbow. Gonna fucking need it. Jesus Christ. Perez gone fastest again in sector 1. So it's Verstappen, and then Alonso, and then Perez, and then Leclerc, Norris, Ricciardo, Sainz, Hamilton, Gasly, Ocon. Right, Mercedes are going to struggle to get even in the top 10 here. So he can't. Verstappen doesn't improve. He goes quickest on a 1:18.3. Perez. That pole position's really helped gain confidence in his qualifying performances. Don't know if you can see that. If not, I'll actually take it away. Let me share screen properly. So there's the big screen. Let's have a look at the. Jesus, Verstappen, he just did the same that what Lance Stroll did to Hamilton. He's on a flying lap and he's drifting towards the left-hand side of the circuit where Hamilton's got to go past to carry on his flying lap. Jesus Christ, mate. Check your fucking mirrors, mate. I know you said you don't check what's going on behind you, but you fucking should do, mate. Because you're lethal at times. Mate, if he took out Hamilton and that, if he collected Hamilton in that, it would have been a serious accident. I would have been going, and then I would have been losing my shit with him. I'm not even lying. Jesus. Got to be careful. You've got to keep an eye out for these people. You've got to keep an eye out for drivers on a flying lap. Right? Because if you're going so much slower and they're going so much faster and you get in their way, you're going to completely ruin. You're going to take them out and cause a massive accident. Hamilton.
Tapping with the Red Bull.
Copy, complete the lap.
I had a problem with the Red Bull was in the way.
Meanwhile, Verstappen has potentially got in the way of Hamilton. The Dutchman swearing when he hears that his old rival was on a hot lap. So, oh, here we go.
Wait, was he on the lap?
Hamilton was on a lap, yeah.
Yeah, I would be swearing, mate. Right? Because you know you're in trouble. You ain't got Massey to help bail you out this time.
So is this a double call, just to confirm?
No, single call. It'll be a single call.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what that meant. So, competitive first sectors. Well, you might think it's competitive, but it's not compared to everyone. Red Bull and frigging Ferrari, mate. Right, where do you get the word competitive from? What are they on? Tweeting that.
The wind is similar to previous one.
I'm sorry. Makes no sense, that did. Absolutely no sense. So here comes science and all that. And actually backed off, I think, off that one. Oh, is he? No, I don't think he has. But it doesn't look competitive anyway. I don't think he's good. Like the time, he hasn't lightened the time screens up on that one. It's in 1:18.7. So all of a sudden, Verstappen and the Red Bulls looking faster than they were in practice. Funny that. Looks like they might turn the wick up on the engine, and yet they used to man at Mercedes for doing that. Hence why everyone has to run the same engine modes throughout the whole weekend. Leclerc is going to come around. What's he going to set? Second fastest with a 1:18.6. It's 3/10 between Leclerc and Perez, not Verstappen. Perez has got a lot of confidence now from that pole position that he got in Saudi Arabia. He's got a lot more confidence. Never seen this level of performance from Perez in the qualifying session before. It's good to see. You want to see that. I did have breakfast. Well, not really, but I've got to snack on something because I'm starving. I haven't had anything to eat yet. Right, I'm going to get some breakfast after this. But for now, I'm going to get some of these. Oh, he just doesn't look comfortable in that car. I can tell by the body. When you can tell by the body language of a car if someone feels confident in the car or doesn't feel like right at all. Or you can tell by the body language of how aggressive he's driving the car, whether it's on the ragged edge, whether he's backing off. Right? It's like body language of a person. You can tell. Right? And Hamilton, every time you see him on board, the body language of the car that you see is one of no confidence whatsoever. Like no trust, no confidence in the car. And when you haven't got that, or like you can't achieve the ultimate lap time, because achieving the ultimate lap time is when a driver and machine, like where you basically you achieve it by becoming part of the car, right? You and the machine working in harmony as one, right? That's when you get the ultimate lap time, and that car just doesn't look like it's doing it at all. Check the flag on qualifying 2 has fallen. Gasly's not on a quick lap. I don't think he's going to get out of the session on this one. Nope. Driver at risk. Hamilton's at risk. Ricardo's on a better lap. Right, Sonoda's on a better lap. Sonoda doesn't make it through, and I don't think Schumacher's going to anyway, so Hamilton survives. But he goes faster anyway, he goes to 8th. That car, it's now 7th or 8th for Mercedes. Jesus Christ. We've got Alonso and Norris now getting in front of us. This is a joke. Where's the upgrades? Where's the development? These cars were supposed to develop quickly. Why is everyone else is managing to get upgrades and you're not? Come on. It's a fucking joke. Absolute fucking joke. I'm pissed off now. I'm getting sick of this already. It's like they're just sticking their ear, thing in their ears, like la 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 la. Nothing's going wrong, la 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 la. Like, we'll take our time, we'll recover. Like, we know there's a problem, but we won't be that bad. La la la. Like, not realizing how bad they are. So you can't even trust it through turns that fast left and right hander, where you need full commitment and trust in the car. So I'll bring the timing screens up again. Why not put that on? It's there. Let me have a look at timing screens. Someone's investigation. I want an investigation. Leaderboard. So the drivers out in this session are Gasly, Bottas, Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou, and Mick Schumacher. Right, so 11th, 12th, and 13th, and 14th, and 15th have now been decided for those who are new to the sport. Now, the top 10 for Ocon, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Russell, Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, and Perez will all go through to the final stage of qualifying where they'll all fight it out for pole position. Right, and their lap times now get deleted so they can do that session. Simple. Simple, really, how you do it. Big up Munzie. He's going to struggle to, unless one of them retires, unless one of the tops retires. When I see Mercedes figuring this out. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, if they don't have those upgrades that apparently they've been delaying, they're not in if they're not back for the start of the European season, which is the next race in Imola, then I will be then seriously, some people need to start calling them out. Serious people need to start calling them out because it's not on. It's like they're just not even trying to recover this. Monday, I said, like, I'll see what I've got scheduled on Monday. Max, what? Max, you're a world champion, right? The sun blinding you is no excuse. Get some fucking dark tinted fucking rip-offs and put them on your fucking visor. Jesus Christ, mate. Honest to God. Moaning about frigging sunlight. How long have you been driving this Grand Prix? Since 2015. You know it gets this dark, the sun gets this low at this time of the day out in Australia, right? Get a grip, man. Stop coming up with excuses all the time. Fuck's sake. Some world championship material. World champion material right there, isn't it? Right, here we go. Starting the final session. That helmet cam, that new helmet cam for this season is quality. Right, best thing they've done. Best camera they've done to see exactly what's going on. So Verstappen on a flying lap now. Going to come to the first set, then obviously we'll go purple. It's his first one there. What's Perez got in response? Perez can only go personal best. Fastest is set. Obviously will be fastest at the 2. What can Perez beat him in set the 2? He has done so far this weekend. No, can only do personal best again. So Verstappen will probably get pole position ahead of Perez at the minute. Leclerc's got no answer. And he went a little wide there into the second to last corner. It would have cost him a bit of time. Coming to the line, it's a 18.3. I think he lost a bit of time in that second to last corner. Yeah, because Perez has now gone faster. So it did cost him a fair bit of time. So, and Leclerc backed out of it. Hamilton's done a preparation lap, so he's going to go again, hence why he's done a 128.8. Ricardo would on 119 dead. Come on, Lewis. Come on. He's had every single pole from 2014 all the way to the last Grand Prix, Australian Grand Prix in 2019. And unfortunately, I think that run's going to come to an end this weekend. But it's not a bad record to have. It's fine, mate. Like, big up for watching. Everyone watching, do hit the like and share. Please do leave a like. Do share the stream as well and share the channel. Right, we're so close to 100 subs, so if you can get it to help us get to 100, it'd be really, really helpful. Oh, Alonso stuck it in a wall. Alonso has stuck it in a wall. Red flag. So that will be Fernando Alonso out. So coming into turn 13, turns in too much speed, too deep in the brakes. His own mistake, a very rare mistake by Alonso, but well, it happens to the best of them. It happens to the best of them. Really? Okay. I don't mind it on the game, to be honest. I don't mind it. But, yeah, it could be a lot worse. So, Leclerc is on pole at the minute, but did he cross the line before the red flag? That's what everyone wants to know. Did he manage to get that lap in before the line? He crossed the line. I'm assuming he did, hence why it's being counted. Hence why it came up on the screen. So, I don't know. We'll wait and see. But if Leclerc's got that pace, I'm sure he can replicate it when it gets restarted again. Because don't forget, we've got still 6 minutes 58 seconds left. Yeah, I think the red flag came out just before he crossed the line. Just before he crossed the line. I described it like Alonso came into turn 13, too deep on the brakes, right? Which then locked also the rears, unstable, caused the rear to step out, and as soon as you know it, he's in the gravel trap and in the wall. Only part is I spit out on that gravel trap. Yeah, you see. How did you manage to spin out on that, man? Like, should be easy. Come on for straights. Yeah, don't forget, there's been adaptations to the circuit this season. Don't forget, there's been turn 9 has been taken away. I'll show you while they're clearing this debris away. It's a steep turn. Not really. It's pretty standard, to be honest. It's pretty standard. It's a pretty much standard 90 right hand. Share the screen. So these are the changes that have been implemented. So you can see where turn 9 is. That's now gone because it's now straight from turn 8. Well, straight but curved, but flat out from turn 8 all the way to turn 11, right, and 12. Then it's turn 13 is where Alonso's just gone out. The exit of the corner has been widened, hence why he was trying to carry a bit more speed into the corner. But obviously he carried too much speed, missed the apex completely because he carried too much speed, realised he was going nowhere, so tried to salvage the situation by braking. Back end wasn't having none of it, stepped out, and as he's gone to correct the slide, that's it, he's on a one-way ticket to the barriers. You can see turn 15's been reprofiled and widened, same as turn 3 and turn 6 and 7. It doesn't look like a major difference, but what it does is that instead of the curb sticking out a bit, right, making it a tighter turn of turn 6 and 7 or turns 3 and 4, instead of it being tighter turns, what it does is it doing it on the inside is that the curb now follows the barrier a lot closer, making the whole corner wider, so you can carry more entry speed and more actual apex speed into the corner, right? And have a bit get on earlier on the power, and that's just by simply adjusting the straights. Stroll, I don't want to hear it, man. You were both being pricks. Uh, 20. Yeah, that's where he lost the time, Max. Lock up into the second to last corner. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds before the session restarts. But yeah, these are the adaptations made. And also, the DRS zones have remained for the main straight and after turn 2, and also after turn 12, right? But they've added another DRS zone, right, from turn 8, right? Which means they've got 4 DRS zones in total now. Now, let us know if you think that's a good idea or not, because it's definitely different. Like, are we relying too much on DRS? Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So 67% say gravel track, 33% say one-off areas. Makes there you go. And Bargav, you're now mod as well, because obviously you've been a mod on SFeatleyTV all the time. I mean, a great one as well, and a great support of the channel. But yeah, 50 seconds to go, and then we get this started. Yeah, because of the whole tactics issue about they didn't want each other to get DRS so they can DRS and dynamic straight. Which makes which sounds like that, but then the drivers were saying, yeah, but even if we had it or hadn't, we'd still be using it as a tactical advantage. So you can see both sides of the argument on that one. 15 seconds now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, go. Session is restarted. The session is back on, right, for the last part of qualifying. So the two Mercedes are the first out. And I think that would be for their one single run, because they've had to take a couple of laps to warm the tyres up. So that's probably why they've gone early. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're watching. It really does help the channel big time. It really does help. Why is all-wheel drive need? By the way, why is all-wheel drive need allowed for reasons? What? They're not talked about at any point doing that. They've never at any point considered about doing all-wheel drive. Why it's not allowed? Because that's the formula they've set. Right? And to be honest, all-wheel drive was probably a bit. All drivers love all-wheel drive, mate, as an example, because it's a lot easier to control the car. But well, I feel it is. But look, it's whatever they want to set the formula, like. And if the FIA decide they want to do all-wheel drive, they will do all-wheel drive. If they decide they want to change the car to a front-wheel drive car, they'll change it to front-wheel drive, right? In the end, it's down to the wheel makers and the ones who create the formula. But the cars that are wheeled down, that do a lot of cars that are wheel-wheel drive, are usually better as racing cars, right? They're usually faster, the fastest in terms of being a racing car. But anyway. So Perez coming out of turn 3, turn 4, coming to turn 5, flat. Before he gets completely out of the way, and he's done a personal best. 7 thousandths down, I believe, his personal best. Flat out all the way to turn 11, 12. Then turn 13. More complaints on the radio by Mercedes. The driver's just not confident with that car whatsoever. Right, and here comes Perez. And he comes through. He's 1 thousandth down, I believe. Yeah, Perez was 1 thousandth down of getting pole. 1 thousandth. 1 thousandth. You can even blink your eye that bloody quick in certain tracks. Yeah, but mate, I get it, but for me, all-wheel drive is better for when it's rallying and shit. So for F1, wheel-wheel drive is the way to go. Come on, Lewis. Oh my god. And Russell goes 4th, whilst Hamilton goes 5th. Jesus Christ. This is going to be one long season, I'm telling you. Hamilton made a mistake. Come on. That's what happens when you have no trust in the car. It comes Verstappen into turn 3. Turn 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Now it's flight. Now it's flat. Through turn 9. All the way to turn 11 and 12. Flick left, right. His personal best, but still losing time to Leclerc. He needs to actually mighty through these corners. I mean, absolutely on the ragged edge. Verstappen straight through, leaving nothing left. But Leclerc's going faster in sector 1. He's going faster in sector 1 though. Here comes Verstappen to the line. What a final set. He gets it on pole. But Sainz is 9th. But he gets one more chance at it, Sainz. Here comes Leclerc. It's a checker flag now. He goes on to pole. He gets on pole. It's a 1:17.8. First driver into the 17s. And Hamilton 1.1 off at the minute. Russell 1.1 off. Come on, Lewis. That's it. Better. 5th fast. Oh my God, we're getting Norris now, who started knocked out in Q1. Now they're ahead of us. We're miles off. They're streaking away. Mercedes, they're streaking away. Can't you see this? You can't sit there and just take your time and plan, right? And be tippy-toeing to make sure you've got the right upgrades. You've got to just get on with it. You haven't got time to sit down. Get some upgrades on this fucking car. Otherwise, you can kiss goodbye to your dominance. Right? Kiss goodbye to your 9th titles. Right? Kiss goodbye to your record of constructors' titles. Right? And as for Hamilton, kiss goodbye his 8th title as well, that you so desperately wanted to win for him after what happened last year. Joke. They are a joke at the minute. Leclerc puts it on pole again, man. Puts it on pole. But yeah, man. Well, what an eventful qualifying that was. Nearly 2 hours long after that. I'm gonna leave it there because I want to get something to eat. I'm starving. So I'm gonna have to leave it there. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please, if you can, do wake up early in the morning, 5:40 early in the morning. Right, we're going live and we're doing the watch along to the Australian Grand Prix. Right, round 3 of the championship. So we will be up at 5:40 a.m. to do that watch along. Russell didn't outperform Hamilton. Hamilton came 5th. Too early, bro. Hey, mate, look, it's what I love about I love the sport. So I sometimes stay up to about 3 in the morning to watch practice 1 when it was used to be the first race of the season. She just wanted to see the new cars. But we will be live. We will be live tomorrow morning, 5:40 a.m. Make sure you hit that. When you next want to see me live is on SFeatleyTV, where we've got the watch along to Arsenal versus Brighton, which should be fun. So, if there's any Arsenal fans that want to come on and if any Arsenal fans want to come on and do a fan cam afterwards, then do DM me at SFeatley. But other than that, just tune in and watch the chaos, because as usual, like as usual, I'm probably gonna end up tearing my hair out. But there you go. Wait, man, not me. Yeah, we better. Yeah, catch you soon as. Yeah, see you then, guys. Take care, stay safe, and make sure you're here tomorrow morning, early in the morning. It'd be really appreciated if you could. Yeah. Till then, see you then. Bye bye.